Hey wonderful people, what's going on? Today I have something special for you, a discontinued gem, a very hard to find fragrance, a flanker of a very legendary perfume from House of Dior. If you know this one, Dior's Fahrenheit, you guys know how much I treasure this. It's always making my list, top list, like top 10 designer for like last few decades. The best one ever, top seller, most versatile, most well performed, good performing, leather based, the uniqueness. This fragrance is like a masterpiece to me. So Dior Fahrenheit, I owned a couple of bottles of it, and this fragrance really is beautiful. So if you know what it's special for, is that petroleum note, the leather and the florals, as well as like kind of like a rugged kind of a unique perfume, very bold kind of perfume. Not everybody can pull it off. So this is always in my rotation. And I also had tried and owned, sorry, today I'm a little bit off, like I'm very sleepy, so I'm still doing this video because I wanna. So this is another flanker, Fahrenheit Lepa, from the strongest of them all in this. So I tried also Fahrenheit Absolute, luckily, but I never got to buy a bottle. I'm still looking for a bottle, the dark bottle. It's supposed to have more denser, darker notes like oud. That's a beautiful perfume. Then I happened to try Fahrenheit Summer, Fahrenheit Aqua, and I believe there are tons of flankers of that fragrance, and they have a special bottle, like thousands. So this is the most unique looking bottle in the whole bunch. If you see, this is the white, sort of like white shade and stuff. It looks like a snow just piling up on the peak of a mountain, right? So this is called Fahrenheit 32, and it's a very unique fragrance. We'll talk about this. And I would like to say thanks to brother Sami. He actually let me know that, brother, I'm selling a few fragrances. If you are willing to take it or swap it, I'm be happy to send you some. So I took 3 bottles. This is the last of them all. I reviewed Jaguar Pace as well as Dior Intense. I paid a tribute to that. So this is the last one of them, and brother Sami is waiting for me to review this. So before I start, I would like to say a few things. This fragrance is going for $200 above. People asking for it since it's hard to find. Second thing is, this fragrance didn't get so much love. This is a sad part. Not many reviewers looked at it and didn't get so much talk on this fragrance. Third thing is, this fragrance has a story. My father used to own this fragrance. My mom gifted him 1 bottle. And what happened was, he usually goes bottle by bottle. He doesn't use, in Malaysia, he never used like simultaneously. He used to use like one bottle is finished, then he moves to the next bottle. And then somehow this fragrance was always intact, never reached for 3-4 years, and it became gone bad. Honestly speaking, the fragrance totally, before even being opened, the whole thing became alcoholic. I found it one day. I said, I told my mom, can I review this? And when I opened it, it was all alcohol, and it was just so bad. So that was very tragic for me. I still have the picture I took in Malaysia, but we left that bottle because it was no good. So today, luckily, I still have a partial bottle. It was like 40 ml or odd left, and now it's about 20 ml left. And let's talk about it, see what we get from this. So this fragrance is called Fahrenheit 32, and this is how the box looks. It's different, it's reflective, kind of like platinum egoist, sort of a silver kind of a box. Like this is very reflective, and this is EDT, House of Christian Dior, and 100 ml bottle. I never seen a smaller bottle, perhaps there is, and that's it. That's about the box. It's in a pristine condition, so thanks to brother who maintained it well. Bottle is really beautiful. As I told you, it's white, and then the juice color is kind of yellowish, I think. Yeah, juice color is yellowish. It says Dior Fahrenheit 32, and it says CD up top. And the cap, it's just like Fahrenheit, but it's kind of like chromish. I think it's plastic, but it looks nice, and the atomizer inside is black. Okay, so it clicks onto place. You can pick it up, no problem, and it has a batch code 2R01. There you go. And it looks really nice from bottom, doesn't it? So this fragrance, it's very unique kind of a take on Fahrenheit. There are 3 notes mentioned in Fragrantica, which are orange blossom, vetiver, vanilla. So when you hear those notes, it doesn't sound anything like Fahrenheit apart from the vetiver perhaps. But let me tell you, this has a little bit more notes to my nose. So this fragrance, even before I start, one other information. If you know Jean-Paul Gaultier La Male, it had a flanker like this white bottle. It immediately came to my mind, like there was another bottle that I reviewed from a small sample. That fragrance was so bold. It also had orange blossom, and it smelled kind of like a distant cousin of Kuros, that one. And I don't own that bottle, really beautiful bottle by the way, discontinued also, but I found it to be too powdery and too dense to be worn in our conditions, so I didn't buy it. So I think that one and this one kind of has some connection. I don't know, because of the orange blossom maybe. So if you are a fan of orange blossom, this is well done, more than well done in this fragrance. So what I also get from it is a lot of violets. When you spray it first, okay, my hand, it's empty. Let me show you the sprayer. This sprayer is always great. You can spray a little and you can spray a lot. I just spray a little bit for the review sake, and you do not need more than that actually. It is a lot. It's a lot. You just need one spray for this fragrance. It lasts all day. Excuse me. So this fragrance, it's underrated. It flew under the radar, and some people didn't even like it because it doesn't smell like Fahrenheit that much. It has its own unique smell, and it does change over time. So you get a lot of violets up top, and then you start getting that orange blossom right from the beginning. So it's a beautiful opening. It's like a very unique, bold, just like Fahrenheit. It's another statement right here. Like Fahrenheit, this is another statement. So this is perhaps the cooling version of Fahrenheit to my nose, because that orange blossom is kind of like gives you that white feel, clean feel, just like the bottle. Looks like if you're looking at Everest, Mount Everest or something, and it has like it's covered with all the snow or something, like it's all white, and you just think of also Silver Mountain water, similar themed, all white Silver Mountain water. So it doesn't smell like Silver Mountain water, but it does give you that cooling sort of feel. And then it's sort of going towards the vetiver afterwards, and that time you get hint of original Fahrenheit. That petroleum vibe hits you a little bit, but not too much. The leather also hits you a little bit, so that in the shadow, as a shadow right behind this, Fahrenheit is always present. People say they don't get this Fahrenheit, but if I keep it like behind it is, you see the bottle color changes, right? It gets a little bit like Fahrenheit and sunset theme a little bit, yeah. So this one, it will have that shadow of Fahrenheit, but not all the way. Then the last stage, that vanilla will pop up. So that vanilla base is the major player of this fragrance to my nose. On the opening, it's kind of challenging, but when it goes dry down, you know, the weirdness of the fragrance goes away, and you can see if you're a vanilla lover and then you like Fahrenheit, it's like a Fahrenheit with a vanilla base. Very cool, very different. And this fragrance, I think pretty much sure they were trying to make a statement with this one. They didn't try to make another Dior Sauvage. Okay, so this fragrance I think didn't do all that well. Otherwise it would have gotten so much more mention. So they discontinued this. Very hard to find now. Is it worth the money, $200? No, designer fragrances are not worth that much. But if you love collecting Dior, I am pretty sure people will pay $150, $200 to get a bottle like it. Just like Gucci Puro, if you're a collector, it's a must-have. But if you're just an user, there are a lot of fragrances I would say you can try, because a lot of vanilla-based fragrances are there. But the combination of violets, vetiver, the Fahrenheit original DNA, and then at the base there's vanilla, very difficult to pull off. And this fragrance, let me be very clear, not everybody can pull off, not everybody's gonna like it. It's a love it or hate it kind of fragrance. But if you love Fahrenheit, most likely you're gonna like it, because you can understand where this fragrance is coming from. It's trying to do a little bit, you know, take a different route and then come and, you know, join it on the main highway or something like that with Fahrenheit. So this is perhaps one of their most bold scents from the house of Dior, and should have gotten so much more love. But I think if you're not living in a cold weather, this would be very difficult to pull off. If you're living in Thailand, Indonesia, Pakistan, Oman, UAE, this fragrance will come off very, very pungent. And if it's not winter, I wouldn't suggest you try this in the daytime. Nighttime, different story. So this fragrance, it smells like very masculine. It gets feel of musk as well, kind of like Narciso Rodriguez, how they would do. And some sort of florals are there, like what kind of floral? Something like it makes you feel like there is a, how do I explain this? Like vanilla just gives you feeling, wait, let me tell you. Let me try to explain it to you. If you know Mansera Holidays, yeah, is ideal example. If you know Mansera Holidays, it has notes of vanilla, coconut mixed together with a lot of other tonka and other sweetness and stuff, but it gives you the suntan lotion sort of feel. When I smell this, it's not as much as creamy or as coconutty or as let's say that vanilla, it's like it's not, this one is not as suntan lotion like, but definitely if you think about it, the suntan lotion feel also you get from this because of the vanilla. So it's very comforting. I think it's very sexy and alluring, and it's very mysterious, that musky sort of a vanilla, sort of like a, I'm trying to say the suntan lotion feel mixed with that violets. It creates a very mysterious aura around you, right? So I would say try it. Definitely do not blind by this, but this is one of the most beautiful hidden gem and flanker of Dior Fahrenheit. But is it better than Fahrenheit in my world? No. This one still remains #1 as a boss. Okay, so if I have to say how much I like this, I love everything about Fahrenheit. Every single Fahrenheit clone I tried, it felt like it's worth the money. Perhaps not the Aqua Fahrenheit. I mean, not sorry, Fahrenheit Summer. Fahrenheit Summer is just watered down version of this one. That one I wouldn't buy. If I find Fahrenheit Aqua Fahrenheit, I would buy that one. That is also beautiful. So yeah, that's my review on this one. Longevity is great, 10. Projection, crazy, 3-4 hours it will project off you very nicely. Age for it, mature noses, 35 and up. Time to wear it, I think it looks white, but I would wear this after evening time. It will be very beautiful. Seasons to wear it, winter, cooler weather. The versatility, I mean, let's say 7 out of 10. Uniqueness, very unique. I'll give this 10 for the uniqueness. There's nothing quite out there apart from Lamal, the white bottle. I don't think I have smelled anything like this, the orange blossom in this. Sexy, okay? One of the fragrance I maybe compare a little bit is Curve and Low Intense. It has feel of that one here, okay? So if you consider everything, this fragrance is a masterpiece. Yes and no. Why? Because the wearability factor. You may not be able to pull this every day unless you really love it. I would wear Fahrenheit every day over this, but it is a good fragrance. So definitely check it out. I'll give it 9 out of 10 for what it is, value-wise. So yeah, Fahrenheit 32, that's my review on this one. Check it out, and if you find it somewhere, go try it. If you like it, take it. If you find it for 100, 150, not more than that, right? For a big bottle. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.